Alright, like we promised, we got very, very, very special guests in the building. The only girl you know who runs LA. What's happening, ma?
Miss Natalie Nunn.
What's up with you?
Just chilling. I'm out here in Detroit, kicking it. Got a little party at the strip club tonight. You know what I mean? About to get it in.
Yo, now you've been on a crazy world tour with all them parties. Have you partied in every fucking state possible?
I have. I've been out of the country now. I've been everywhere. But you know what? The crazy thing is, I swear, when I get to a certain city, some people will be like, "Oh, you should have drove an hour and came here." It's like. There are so many cities, it's ridiculous. And it cracks in the smallest, littlest towns that you wouldn't even think go hard, they go stupid dumb. It's so fun.
Oh, that's crazy.
I don't even sleep on the little cities. I'll be like, Miami's fun, but there'll be this little small town in South Carolina that went so dumb. It's crazy.
So that's crazy. I was looking at Love Games the other night. I seen you with your little dance skills.
You saw me getting caught?
I seen you. You was doing that though.
I was like, you know what, I'm going to have to really go in on this one. Let these, not to say that white girls can't do this, but I had to crunk on real quick. I had to throw a little bit of that icy in there, you know? Yo,
speaking of white girls, Amber, she said got a little racial, huh?
Dude, I think some of the things she says is so racist. Wait until you hear what she says is next week on Monday's episode. Off the hook, yo. I swear, now that, I watch the show, because when you're living in the house, you might not catch all the things she's saying, because she might not say it to you. You might not be in front of her when she said it. But I kid you not, when I see that girl, and if we have a reunion, that's it. She's going to get smacked the shit out of her. All the racist things come flying out of her mouth, because she's off the hook.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening. You gotta be you. You are a bad girl, you know.
Natalie, I want to ask you a quick question for our listeners. How did you get, for those who want to break out into reality TV, how did you get into reality TV?
I went to SC, and when I was in school, when I was on campus and stuff, I always well, first of all, I was at school when Rob Kardashian was there, and he was he was a student amongst me, you know what I'm saying? So I always would ask certain people, and same with Janelle Castanet, who's on The Real World, just their perspective of reality TV, because I always really wanted to be a personality. So when I was at SC, all my major, my classes for my major communications was broadcast journalism, speaking in front of the class, and my topics would always be some it would end up turning into a big debate for 2 class sessions. It was always things that I just knew being a personality was what I needed to do. I always just had it in me. So if it was going to be radio or if it was going to be television, I was I got to get this popping. So a year after I graduated, I specifically went for the Bad Girls Club. A lot of girls sent their casting tapes to Real World, because it's the same people who do Real World do Bad Girls Club.
Right.
But I went for Bad Girls Club because I was
I'm a bad girl.
And I got a temper. I wouldn't last one day on the Real World. I already knew. So I was if I'm gonna do this, it's gotta be the Bad Girls Club, because it's just gonna be too much. They're crying on Real World. They sober up and they're friends the next day. Nah, it's not gonna work for me.
You a bad girl, huh?
Yeah, even when I was at SC, I used to, do bad girl things, and it was always, something cracking off on campus, and Natalie was always involved, and it's what it is.
It's what it is. A lot of people don't know that you actually did graduate from USC, and you're a smart girl too, so it's more than just being a bad girl. You got brains on you too.
Well, a lot of people, I'm going to be honest, a lot of people go into the industry, and immediately they're expecting, someone to do something for them. And I'm going to be honest, the internet is extremely powerful. And a lot of people, before Bad Girls Club even aired, I had my YouTube channel, cracking off. It didn't have any views until, obviously, I was on the Bad Girls Club and I had a name for myself. But everything was, I got everything set up, before. So, a lot of these girls, they sit back, they watch themselves, they're yeah, I'm on the Bad Girls Club, and they think that it's just going to get handed to them. And no, it's not. This is now, almost my 400, like, well, including walkthroughs and all the little events that I do. It's like 400 events in now. Like, where I literally have probably taken over who knows how many pictures, who knows how many girls I sat next to and talked to about, you know, what I've done. Like, a lot of these girls just think that it's just going to get handed to them, and it's not. Like, half the time I get like 3 hours of sleep a day.
No, that's
the
crazy.
last 2 years, and I'm always on an airplane, and I don't miss my flight. I make sure I handle business on time. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's never a problem on my end. So, like, Oxygen, NBC, Universal, they could say, like, just like in school, you know, like, just discipline. Like, when we ask Natalie to do something, it gets done, and it gets done on time. These girls, who I can, you know, pretty much just say, because I mean, the business is small, we all kind of work amongst each other, you know, they're missing flights, they don't make their party appearance on time because they didn't wake up to get to the airport to get on the flight. Like, there's just no work ethic behind it, and a lot of people, they don't see that. They just
obviously you wanted a lot more than the other girls, so that's where you at, and, you know, the other girls is where they are, so, you know.
But the thing is, let me tell you something, the thing is we all had the same opportunity, we all were able to do, we all had the same amount of camera time, we all had the same amount of episodes, we all made, you know what I'm saying, there was no, I mean, there could have been favorites. I mean, there was a few times where I smacked a few girls in the house and I should have been sent home, but, I mean, Oxygen and the production knew what was best
for the show.
Yeah,
they did.
But at the end of the day, like, everybody has the same opportunity to do what they had to do to make it pop. And I'm telling you now, some of the girls take different routes. Like, one of the girls on Bad Girls Club has a sex tape out. And
who?
Personally, I'm not going to hate on her. I haven't seen it, and I really could care less about it. But, like, our age group, that doesn't fit what, I mean, even though it's a bad girl thing, maybe to play out a sex tape and you're a bad girl and blah, 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 like, that doesn't fit our age group. Like, we got 18 to 25-year-olds, and when I say 18, most of the people who are watching this is, like, 18 to maybe 22, 23, and that's not, you know what I'm saying?
That's not appropriate. That's not appropriate for the fan base. I feel you.
They're not going to buy your sex tape because they're not, their parents aren't going to condone that. They can't get a credit card to pay for that. People just need to be a little smarter. I mean, unless Bad Girls Club was between the ages of 25 and 40, I would say put a sex tape out. And if it was more majority men, our fan base is women between 18 and 25 and a lot of gay guys, which is not a problem, but do you think gay guys are going to buy a girl's sex tape? No. What up, you guys? It's your girl Natalie Nunn from the Bad Girls Club, and you are tuned in right now to Saturday Night Takeover.